Hey, welcome to the Brilliant Marketing with Mary show. I've just given you a little bit of a tease of what we're talking about today, but we are talking about how to be the best version of yourself on the Brilliant Marketing with Mary show today. And I am Mary Barnett. Mobile Mary, they call me as well. But I'm just absolutely thrilled to talk with a dear friend of mine today. So stay tuned because she's going to give you three pointers, or is it 3 pointers or 3 pointers on how to become the best version of yourself at any age. She's truly an inspiration to me. Amazing woman, and I can't wait for you to meet her. In fact, you probably already know her because she's super famous, but also to hear her wisdom firsthand. But before we get going, before I introduce this amazing girl, I'm actually wanting to share with you a couple really cool things. So I'm actually launching a mini course for speakers. I It's been my calling for years to help people spread their message. And I actually have a way to share how to get more leads and more sales from the stage. And that is either online stage or in-person stage. And I'm super thrilled to be able to launch it. I'm going to be launching it next week. So I'm absolutely thrilled about that. So if you're interested, if you're a speaker and you're looking for more ways to like grow your leads and increase your sales from the stage, just comment below and I will send you some information if you would like access. The other thing I want to share with you is my free group. I actually have a free group on Facebook called the Marketing Innovators Playground, and it's a fun group of people. I think we're up to like 75 now, and we talk about creative ideas of how to do things with AI and different marketing and advertising tactics to help magnetize your customers to you in a creative and playful way, right? Because nobody wants to be sold to, but we do buy, right? So if you can actually create something that's creative that people think it's fun to share, your messages is going to be amplified to even more people. So that's what we do in the Marketing Innovators Playground. So click on that link. I'll put it in the comments as well, and you can join it. It's absolutely free, and there's such an amazing group of people that you'll absolutely love. So again, today's talk is all about being the best version of yourself at any age. And my guest today is the amazing Heather Rawlings-Polk. She is the executive director at the Rancho Cucamonga Chamber of Commerce. I mean, this is just something she's been doing probably in the last year or so, and she'll tell you her story. But she has an amazing history of making such an impact with every organization she's ever involved with. But again, there might be one person in the world that does not know her. So I thought I would give her a proper introduction. So she is the executive director for the amazing Rancho Cucamonga Chamber of Commerce and has been in business development for over 12 years. Her passion is helping businesses thrive, and her love of humans and her creative nature make her a perfect fit at the chamber. She isn't afraid of doing things differently and looks forward to this new season in Rancho Cucamonga. This year has been a biggie for Heather with taking on a new role at the chamber, graduating with honors from the University of Redlands School of Business in April, and getting married in May, all within 6 weeks of each other. Who says life after 50 is dull or boring, right? And her life and amazing journey is just getting started. So without further ado, let me introduce my dear friend, Heather Rawlings-Polk.
Hi,
Yay!
Mary. Thank you so much for having me.
You
It
are
sounds
so
like we've had a busy year, right?
right. I know. It's like, didn't you like, who's that story? Amazing story. Oh, it's me. It's you.
It's pretty amazing. I know. It's
It's
been a
you.
great
It's
year.
you. Well, Heather, we have so much to talk about, but again, this show is only 15 minutes because we want to get the good stuff out to people. So tell me a little bit about why you joined the Rancho Cucamonga Chamber.
So I have been in business development for quite a while, and I
Well,
had
you're only what? You're about 25, right?
no, I've been in business development for like 12 years. So
Okay.
I was an educator prior to that. I taught kids how to read in transitional kindergarten. So to move from that into business development, big change, but it's been wonderful. So I took this opportunity because I've always loved chambers of commerce, always loved businesses of all sizes, and felt like I just love to connect people, right? And so,
And you're also a natural promoter.
yeah.
Like literally, like you cannot, even if you're not being paid for it, like you're always like, oh my God, this is amazing. Like you whip out your phone, like, look at this amazing cookie. This is the best cookie you've ever had. You need to come down and eat this cookie. Like you are so good at promoting and make every business that you ever deal with like feel so lucky and blessed that you walked in their door. So thank you for that work you're doing, by the way. But keep going. I'm sorry.
Thank you. I absolutely
Welcome.
love that. So there are only about 1,200 positions like I have right now as the executive director at the Rancho Chamber. So if you
Wow.
the entire country, and there are only just a few, it was a huge blessing to be able to have an opening in Rancho Cucamonga because Rancho Cucamonga is kind of like the Beverly Hills of Inland Empire, I like to say. So
Yeah.
it
Yeah, it is.
and I was selling real estate and decided I would make the transition and go back to chamber work because I had worked for the Chamber of Commerce in Corona for such
That's where we met. That's where we met.
yes,
Yay.
and I loved it. And so now I get to try new things and run the chamber the way that my board of directors and all of my members want us to. So we're doing things a little different there.
I love it. How many members do you have now?
Almost 500.
Oh, it's wow. You
Yeah,
are growing that thing, girl. Wow.
exciting. Yep.
That,
I have a lot of wonderful partners. And so we're doing great things and trying things all the time.
yeah. Now you brought something. I'm assuming you brought this, but maybe you didn't. You give out like a some kind of excellence pin. Tell me about that.
Yes. So our theme for this year is serving with excellence. And so our president, who is Rebecca Schwant, she works in marketing for a large Christian school, and
Oh,
she believes in service, obviously,
yes.
and just really serving the community with excellence. And she decided to create something that would be memorable to give to our members or other people in the community. So we created these beautiful little pins that say serving with excellence. And we hand them out all over our community when we receive wonderful customer service. And now those people that we have given those pins to are giving their pins away to other people and getting new ones.
Oh,
So
so it's
they
like
post,
paying it forward.
yes. So
I
it's
love that.
been
And
a
you're
really,
like
really fun campaign.
that's awesome. When I was in college, if you were pinned,
Yes.
was like that was a big deal to be pinned by a boy. Like, oh my gosh.
Definitely.
So that is really cool that you're carrying it into the business world. Okay, so we have things to talk about.
Okay.
So let's get right at it. So actually, we always show we always have a brilliant marketing share and a brilliant marketing tip on this show. And this is kind of kicking us off into this area because you just said you got your degree. Like seriously, you got this job, you got your degree, and you got married all within 6 weeks. Like that is crazy. So your fact is that always keep learning
Yes.
obviously and opening yourself up to new things, and your share was always put yourself out there and try new things. So we're going to be talking about the 3 ways that you can put this into your life, and so hopefully that'll help us focus, because I know you and I could talk for hours, and this is a 15-minute show. So we're gonna say focus. So what is it that inspired you to accomplish this bucket list dream of, again, working for this amazing chamber, getting your degree, getting married, boom.
So it really comes down to being able to take risks, and it's okay to fail. You know, we've heard that so much in the last, especially 5 to 7 years, where failing is almost it's applauded,
Right.
but really being
Finally,
able.
it's almost
I
required. If you
know.
don't fail, it means you haven't really tried anything,
Right. So
right?
being able to take risks is huge. And at 50 years old, I figured, you know what, if I want to move forward in my life, and there are some things that I'd like to do um, in my career, I need to go back and get my education and to complete it. So I was able
Yeah,
to do that. So it was a risk to do that because I may
sure.
not have gotten the job of my dreams. I just happened to, but it
Right.
may not have happened.
Right. And by putting yourself out there, you opened up the door of possibility,
Yes.
because you wouldn't have had those opportunities if you didn't do it. But it's not like it's your first rodeo in education. Like you got your real estate license,
Yeah.
you got your other but you decided that this would possibly open up more doors, right? By taking
Right,
this.
because my goal was always to go back. I had worked for the city of Murrieta in economic development, and I plateaued there. And
Okay.
so, if I didn't get my degree, I wouldn't be able to move forward in municipal government. So I knew
Wow.
that I was interested in going back to do that, but then this opportunity came, and so I jumped on it.
That's awesome. Well,
Yeah,
God always opens doors, right? It's our job to walk
always.
through.
Yep, always.
Exactly. Okay, so sometimes dreams, though, when you take a risk, it's like, if I fail, what if I don't have? So the second point you made was to create a dream fund. What does that mean?
Right, and as as a single mom at the time, I was hoarding every single dollar just because I knew that I wanted to do more. I wanted to provide more for my family. I wanted to be able to excel in my career for myself,
Sure.
and so I was just very very frugal. Ask anybody. I can do anything on a shoestring. So that
Love
was
it.
just taking those expenditures and cutting them down. So
Right. Give me an
being creative.
example of like what you did to save
Oh my
money.
gosh. I was a huge coupon cutter back in the day. And so
Cool.
doing that, cutting things out, like, I didn't get my nails done for almost 3 years. So
Okay.
little things like that, not saying that you have to, but for me, that was a large expense. And being able to cut that out gave me the opportunity to put a little money away, uh, for a rainy day.
I love that.
Yeah,
And you never know. I mean, maybe if you didn't spend it on this, you might have been able to take a fun vacation or, do something with your children that you might not have had the opportunity to do. So I love that. So you were a little frugal for the time being to
yeah,
have the gratitude. It was delayed gratification, right?
exactly. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. All right. And then the third point, again, this is all about um, setting yourself up for doing something like bigger than yourself, creating
Yes.
like getting to that dream. The number three thing.
So the number three thing was being just really comfortable in my own skin, being able to really be confident in taking those risks and opportunities and really going with my gut. Because, whether I was an educator or in real estate or in economic development, working for a city, I really learned to go with my gut because that was where I found the success. So
Yeah. And because what's the worst thing that could happen?
for reals, I know.
Right. Right. So you wouldn't have, finished it. Oh well, you took a
Right.
lot of great classes and you met a lot of great people. And if you didn't get your degree,
Right.
who cares? Like you would have learned so much, right? The fact that you not only got your degree, but you got honors is amazing. That just shows your work ethic. And I remember a lot of times, like we'd like, let's go out, and you're like, I have to study. I'm like, wah, wah. Like,
Mhm.
okay, but I knew that when you were done, like you'd feel free, like you could
Yeah.
finally say, I accomplished check off that bucket list item, which is amazing. And then you mentioned about the result.
Well, I can't tell you. I didn't know that I would feel like this, but my husband told me you will never ever. I know, isn't that fun?
Yeah,
Um, you'll never regret going back and accomplishing getting my degree, and it's so true. There's such peace that comes with that. It's like having a rainy day fund. That
right,
peace that you have just knowing that if your tire blows out that you're going to be able to put a new tire on that and not have to put it on a credit card. But it's
right.
the same way as having this piece of paper and going back to get it at 50 felt amazing.
That is awesome. And this could apply to any goal, right? Any
Yeah.
dream that you have. Maybe it's not about school.
Uh-huh.
Maybe it's about, writing a course like I talked about. I'm launching this little mini course on helping speakers.
Right.
It's writing a book, or it's learning how to knit, or how to rollerblade, or how to, host a paint and sip in your living room. I don't know.
Or
I think
yeah.
all of us need to look at ourselves. Life is short, right? And we have to realize that there's things that we need to take a risk on for the what would you call that? Like it's worth the risk, or it's worth the at the end of the day, I'm losing my brain.
It's worth the risk. It's a
Worth the risk. Okay.
accomplishment. I know.
Yeah, you're investing the time to learn
Yeah.
something new, and the sense of gratification and your self-worth goes up. Oh, also, another thing I was thinking about when we are talking about this topic is that you're also leaving a legacy for your kids. They saw that you did it,
Yes.
right? And they're like, wow, if mom did it, I can do it. Like, I want to be just like her when I grow up.
Right. And
And
whenever they
so,
decide to do, whether it's start a business or have a book club, whatever it is,
yeah.
knowing that it was something that was really important to me to accomplish, I think speaks volumes not only to my children, but to the people around me that I have the opportunity to share my story with.
I love it. I love it. And you're inspiring businesses every day. In fact, I want to share if you guys want to follow Heather on her business journey. She is on every platform at Rancho Chamber. So Instagram, I'm assuming Facebook, LinkedIn, all the things.
All the
Awesome.
things.
And if you would like to be like her, like I do when you grow up,
You're so
watch
good.
her because in her stories, like she shows you how to promote your business. Like she's such a great example of what to do right. So I really applaud you in what you're doing for your blessing. So many, obviously now 500 businesses every day, girl. Woo!
It's a blessing. Thank you.
Yay! All
Yay.
right. Well, we are required to wrap up. Otherwise, I could talk to you all day. I just want to thank everybody for watching the Brilliant Marketing with Mary show because today we're talking about how to be the best version of yourself at any age. So I hope you'll come back next Tuesday at 12:30 p.m. to catch the next show. And until then, be blessed and be brilliant in all you do. Until next time, we'll see you on the flip side. Thanks, Heather, for being on the show.
Thanks for having me.